Well, hello there. It's been a while. I was just poking around the Commonwealth and noticed you are trying to set up a few settlements. Now, I will leave the comments about the lack of logistics for food you have for the time being, even though it's probably not wise to spam a few mutfruit bushes around and think that is the optimized way of feeding your settlers, given there is a thing called vitamin deficiency and rickets that happen from said deficiency. No, instead, I will tell you about the glorified homeless shelters you have been dotting around the Commonwealth and how you can improve on that. Now, I don't believe that just because the Great War happened, it automatically means people will be proficient in several skills that don't involve shooting a gun and cannibalism. Many of you seem to have forgotten the lost art that is building an actual city, let alone a settlement. I mean, just looking at these horrible attempts of modern architecture makes me want to die from overdosing on my tetanus shots just from the mere sight of it. And that is, if I don't die from the black mold that is infesting those 200-year-old planks of cheap plywood you used to build those easily collapsible shacks first. But do not worry, your old pal Tonka Joe has your back, and I will help you build something better than that wretched hive you have spawned on this already hellish radioactive landscape. First things first, you need to tear down all these ugly-looking shanty walls you are using. I mentioned the black mold before, but it seems some of the cats you captured are now roaming around freely and have gotten a bit too intimate with some of them with their claws. And others have taken a liking to marking their spots next to the decorative raider cadavers you placed haphazardly against the walls. So, as a matter of fact, you can forget about trying to salvage them and just give them the old Flammenwerfer treatment and burn the whole block down. Being exposed to rad storms while trying to sleep in one of the many skin diseased infested sleeping bags you dotted around here is probably a better option anyway. Second, invest in some good old concrete and steel. Not only will it be more sturdier and more resilient against said rad storms, but the concrete offers some protection against fire. Now imagine this. Grandma Ethel decides to cook up some of those Deathclaw omelets you like so much, not realizing that her turd-hoarding feline has gotten a bit too close to the stove. Now imagine said feline is now on fire, running around and setting those moldy planks on fire. And then imagine said fire spreading to the rest of the shanties that are nearby. Now I may be slightly ignorant about the wasteland, but I know the fire department is not coming back anytime soon. And no, the rescuers from West Virginia are either dead or scourged. So you are SOL on that prospect. In the end, it pays to make your structures as fire retardant as possible. Make it so fire retardant that it eats crayons and likes to throw its tendies around the room. Sorry. That's a joke I had in my head for a while. I just had to say it. Last but not least, have some common sense. Give people decent beds and make sure they have jobs to do, so they are not bored out of their skulls. Oh, right, I almost forgot. Look for material shipments you get from the vendors. They do not weigh anything, so you can carry as much as you want. Now, the way the shipments work is that they are like vouchers. Just lay them on the floor and scrap them in settlement mode. Yeah, Bethesda is kind of dumb in that sense. Oh, and for the love of Christ Almighty, scaffolding is used to help build the buildings, not actually be a part of them. I swear if I have to see another wasteland castle tower collapse over its own weight because they were too stupid to even bother learning about weight limits and structural integrity, I will go insane. Well, in any case, I got some work to do restoring the wasteland and all. I hope you have a nice day and have a nice life. Oh, and try to take it easy on the assaultrons, please. I know you like maids a lot, but you never know when those devious, hot-headed little firecrackers loops back into their primary programming and your face gets melted off by one of those eye lasers they have. You seriously have to lay off the hentai. It's bad for the mind and soul. Now, despite sounding critical, I am glad you are making an effort to make the wasteland a better place. In any case, I'll let you go back to rebuilding the wasteland. As for me, I have a few Deathclaw eggs to collect. See you later, and have a great life.